These interviews consist of how the COVID-19 quarantine and stay-at-home orders have affected our lives.
Dan Atreto. I'm 48 years old, and I currently reside in Prescott Valley, Arizona.
Hi, I'm Candy, and I am 42. I don't even know anymore. I live in Oregon. However, I'm currently in Las Vegas, Nevada with my daughter and her fiance. My name is Ayla. I am 23. I am a cat specialist, veterinary assistant at a shelter here in Las Vegas.
My name is Jamie. I am 17 years old and live in the state of Arizona, and I'm currently a junior in high school.
What is your name?
Asaya.
How old are you? You're 4 years old?
I'm Zachariah.
Yeah. You're 3 years old?
Yeah.
How has the quarantine and the stay-at-home orders impacted you?
Personally, besides the fact that we can't go out to eat, which we like to do once in a while, and the rarity that we get a date night and go to a movie, my life hasn't changed much at all.
So you're still working?
I'm still working. I've been working nonstop through all of this because I am essential.
Are you concerned for your family?
I was in the beginning, originally I was concerned for, yes, you, my wife, and our kids, and our niece, because we were blindsided. Everybody was just, you're thrown this SHIT sandwich that all of a sudden it's the end of the world as you know it. No pun intended to the song. But yeah, of course I was concerned. I'm like, because I still had to go to work, and I didn't want to come in contact with somebody that was infected and then bring it home. And
the stay-at-home order and the quarantine has kind of affected me a little differently because I actually just kind of moved in with my aunt, and it kind of made transitioning a little harder because I couldn't just go back to school like everyone else, and now I have to do online school. So it's kind of affected me in the way of like it's really hard to stay motivated and I'll actually like get dressed and stuff in the morning because you're just kind of like blah, like whatever. It kind of affects me mentally because I am more depressed and I already have depression and anxiety. So it just kind of makes it a little harder to control because you're just stuck in the house daily and you don't have much to do. So it just kind of makes me more prone to like anxiety attacks and panic attacks, which I've had a lot more often since then. And it's been a lot harder to kind of control them. And that's kind of how it's affected me mentally. What positive things have I seen as an outcome of the stay-at-home orders? I feel like it's kind of been very nice for me, my aunt, and my two little cousins. Just because I feel like it allows you and the family to get closer. Do we get sick of each other? Yes, like every family does. But at the end of the day, I think it's allowing us to connect a lot more and kind of be part of each other's lives like daily and see like little things that we may not normally see. So I think in that way it's been positive as in the family time that you get from it.
Do you go to school?
A big school.
You go to a big school?
My friends, all the friends, my teachers too.
Yeah. But how come you haven't been going to school?
I can't go to school because guess what? I'm having a party.
You're having a party?
And some kids are sick.
Yeah. Okay. So some people.
And then
are
we can eat ice cream.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why can't we go to playgrounds right now?
Because you're gonna be sick a lot.
Yeah. So we have to be careful, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you miss school?
Yeah.
So have you been having fun at home?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Is it like a little mini vacation?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you know why we can't go to school right now?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Do you know why we can't go to parks?
It'll make you sick.
Yeah, they'll make you sick right now. Yeah.
And we can go outside.
Huh?
We can go outside.
We can go outside. We just have to be careful, huh?
I had COVID symptoms starting end of March. I want to say it was about March 28th. I had a fever for 28 days. That alone was exhausting and wore me down a lot. There were a couple nights that I had really awful cough and a tight chest. I was pretty lucky there that the cough was not constant. It was not the full 28 days. The chest pain was not the full 28 days, but it wears you down. It's awful. I did get tested. It was negative, but around 30% of tests are false negatives. And my doctor told me to assume that it was positive until I was no longer symptomatic. I've been fever-free for about 3 weeks now. I still feel exhausted. I still feel fatigued a lot. My endurance is gone. I have noticed that my lung capacity doesn't seem to be what it used to be. I've always been very active and now doing things as little as walking across my building at work, hearing a dog wince me, and it takes me a long time to catch my breath. And that is exhausting and it is terrifying. I have no idea if or when my lungs are going to fully recover. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do everything that I used to do, the same energy levels. And that's scary. I tested positive for COVID. They did the nose swab, and the test came back positive. So I do have COVID-19. I have had a fever and coughing since March 24th through May 5th. I have what I would call a mild cold. I don't cough all the time. Primarily it's at night. It's not every night. When I do cough, it is pretty horrible. And it's usually a couple nights in a row. I do have asthma. I'm sure that exasperates things. My body aches. I have a brain tumor. I've had brain surgery, 2 in fact. And so as a result of that, I have epilepsy. And my seizures have been more active during the course of this. To protect my family at home, I am not going back to Oregon, not having my husband come and pick me up from Oregon until I am fever-free for 72 hours. My mom is at home. She is obviously older. My daughter, she's 15. I don't want her exposed. And I miss them. I was supposed to have gone home on April 1st. As much as I love being here, I want to go home.
My name is Atreto. I am 43 years old. I am a stay-at-home mom with a 3- and 4-year-old who used to go to school, and since the COVID-19 breakout has been staying at home until things get back to normal, if they do. The quarantine and the stay-at-home orders and all the closures, everything that's going on right now has impacted my life in a lot of different ways. With my children being home, it has made my own studies very difficult and challenging to complete. Some days I could be fearful where I don't want to even think about leaving my house. Other days I can't wait to leave my house just to get outside, just to be away from my house. And honestly, just to have some me time away from my family. My personal space does not exist anymore. My wish for everybody is to stay safe and healthy. And ciao.
You gotta be careful, okay?